region? Let's find out together. And you can also find new arenas and new ways to level up your units only on Google Play together. All right, here we go. HONGKFC, Diligent, best of 5. Winner moves on to the World Championship.
Here we go. Diligent and HONGKFC looking to lock in their position in this year's SWC World Final. We've got first picks on the side of HONGKFC. Pre-bans were the Gianna and that Tian Lang.
I really like the Tian Lang pre-ban. HONGKFC knows it's a very effective setup, especially if he's going to pick Sierra early on. Diligent does have a lot of opportunities, though. Can take the Water Ryu away from Hong. Can actually just immediately lock in the Carnal and Chungpong. It's a very good opportunity for him here.
Let's see what Diligent's going to be locking in. I do like the Connell, and it looks like he's going to go with that more. He really relied on that more a lot in his previous matches before. We're going to be seeing that more again.
I want to know what HONGKFC has to counter this more. If it's something unique, something tech, or if he's just going to go with a standard kind of composition here. He could take the Oki alongside it. There it is. Sierra, Oki, Lulu, the standard classic we always see as a counter pick.
Yep, definitely very standard indeed. What are we going to see from Diligent? Is he going to take advantage of this, once again, Lulu draft?
I really want to see a Ganny here. I think Ganny's really effective. Ganny, Han, and then the Woonsa last pick. I think it's really good. It's very classic for Diligent, but it's also very, very effective. It's super clean. There's a lot of single target damage, and there's a lot of AoE control as well. Having the slow debuff from the Carnal, otherwise just being able to single target rotate that Han in. It just kills 2 units on the first turn, basically.
Let's see what HONGKFC wraps up his draft here. He did have the Yan Hong before. Not too sure we're going to see it again right now. And it's going to be an Annabelle.
Interesting. This does leave Diligent the opportunity for both Diana and a Chungpong, or even a Savannah should he wish to go a little bit more aggressive here. I think we're most likely going to see either the Lulu ban or the Okeanos ban if he's afraid of the reset. However, the Ganny does protect it, so just about anything is available for Diligent. I think I want to see a Chungpong the most, but Savannah is always a fun unit to see.
And it's gonna be a Woonsa coming out of Diligent. Now, this is a draft we have seen many times before out of Diligent.
So Diligent does want to go for the double strip opportunity here. I think we're most likely going to see a Han ban. We currently see Carnal into triple water, so I think we'll see the Lulu ban most likely, and then deal with the Annabelle.
Yeah, but it looks like the Lulu is going to be banned out here. The Han's getting banned out here. Let's see if Diligent has enough aggression to take down HONGKFC here, having no sustain on the side of his field. 24 speed lead for both sides. Here we go, guys, in the semifinal with Diligent and HONGKFC. Let's find out who's going to secure their position.
I'm glad that even at 3 a.m. we still managed to do this drafting pick and ban phase. It's pretty tough, but we're making it through. We're making it through. Diligent does get the pushback on everyone. A lot of damage on that Water Ryu, that more there. The reset comes in with the Carnal. This is going to be pretty big value. Needs the pushback on everybody. Doesn't land it on the Hagang. Could get the stun here. The opportunity for a lifetime.
Hagang was able to resist. I'm looking for some despair stuns coming out. Does land some glancing across the entire team of Diligent. Looking for an attack break to apply a little bit of damage. Not looking good for HONGKFC with such little HP on all of his units.
Oki looks like Oki most likely going to go down here, but Sierra managing to resist both the slow debuff and the stun from the Carnal. It's not looking good. Needs to take the safety kill. Knows the Sierra will move in front of the Carnal.
Yeah, definitely had to take that safety kill. He needed to take that unit down. Huge resistance on top of that Cardinal. That is a big break for Diligent. I think he's going to be able to keep pushing back these units of HONGKFC. Definitely going to be taking this first round away from him.
Yeah, that was pretty good value. You know, he said, look, you resist, now I resist. And it didn't quite go in HONGKFC's favor here. This first turn opportunity. Diligent, we know he's incredibly fast, has the speed lead opportunity, also has that incredibly high base speed Woonsaw. It's just not enough. No extra turn for Sierra. Needs the despair stun, no despair stun, and that's it. HONGKFC's team is going down.
All that additional damage, and that's going to be it right there. Diligent taking round 1 away from HONGKFC.
Diligent going to the classic draft we've seen many times. You know, we called it from the beginning. We said, hey, I think he's going to take this. The Han does enough damage. We see the Han ban. We get the Lulu out. It's just so clean. When you see Diligent on the field, you know how he's going to play. He's so meticulous. He's so careful with what he drafts. And he was ready for HONGKFC. I really hope HONGKFC can pick something that can really control or maybe change the way that Diligent has to play.
Yeah, I don't think Lulu's the answer. I think we need to stop seeing a Lulu in these matches here. We've got a very aggressive Diligent. Diligent has not pushed to draft a Lulu. Maybe he has in one of his matches before that he took it away from his opponent, but Diligent is very aggressive, and HONGKFC needs to realize this and be more aggressive than Diligent.
Lulu is a really good general draft for a lot of these players. But the thing is, when you're playing against someone like Diligent who has a Han, it's really hard to pick Lulu. Lulu is incredibly strong at denying fluff damage, consistent fluff damage. But the problem is when you have a Han on the field, it does so much in one turn and it rotates, right? You get 25% attack bar per crit on skill 3, you get the defense break. If you're not one-shotting the unit, you're killing it in the next hit anyways. So there it is. Diligent knows that the Han's going to get banned out, so he pre-bans the Lulu, and it's already looking to possibly be in Diligent's favor again.
Yep, great pre-ban decision here. We're not going to see a Lulu go into this match. Diligent with the first pick as well. He's going to be taking something away from HONGKFC, possibly that Connell.
Could see the Carnal, could see the Sierra. Both are very good effective picks here. Diligent, we know he has an incredibly well-ruined Carnal. We've seen it go ham a little bit there. Oh, HONGKFC, though. Here's the aggression we were looking for.
That's the aggression exactly that we were looking for. Takes that more away, grabs that Gianna as well. Diligent probably looking to draft that Hey Gang with possibly a Chung Pong.
I do actually like this Ragdoll pick here. It's a little bit early, but oh, Diligent going in. This is the second baby comp right here. The Pontos and Ragdoll. He's confident in it. You can see him nodding his head there. He likes that draft.
Yep, Diligent always very confident in his drafts here. Definitely showing off his experience and staying calm and cool.
Interesting. I don't like Annabelle Tetra in this situation. I think it's way too much water wind. I think Diligent is open to pick a Fuki and a Diana, and it would be really scary for Hong right now.
It looks like the Savannah is going to be coming in for Diligent with one last pick here after seeing this Annabelle and Chung Pong. Definitely not expecting to see an Annabelle ban here at all.
The last pick could be a bit of a struggle if he goes too aggressive here. I think he needs to play a little bit more defensively. Savannah's good. Triton, interesting enough, goes for the Triton Pontus combination. A lot of pushback on this first turn.
Yeah, a lot of pushback, a lot of silence. We've seen this combination be used before. I think it was in America's Cup. I definitely enjoyed that Pontos Triton play. And it looks like the Tetra's coming up for HONGKFC. Interesting.
This is a Savannah ban 100% for HONGKFC. He wants to deny the damage and try to sustain through the Carnal slow debuff. Tetra's really good here. I think Tetra might actually have to be a ban for Diligent, but he also did prepare in a situation where he'd be okay banning the last pick regardless.
Definitely taking their time here on these bans, and it's going to be an Annabelle ban and a Savannah ban. I did not see the Annabelle coming here.
Interesting. So the Annabelle ban denies the defense break. That might be the biggest issue for him, or the full cleanse at least. I think he's planning on taking that Ragdoll and just going as hard as he can into this Tetra.
Well, speed lead for both players here. And we have a Diligent taking first turn with that Triton, of course, with the AoE pushback. But of course, we have more going to be cutting in here, getting his own strip and attack bar pushback, possibly.
Yeah, interesting to see, actually. If you looked at the attack bars there, HONGKFC's units are way faster than Diligent's.
We're going to see a big skill 3 coming out from Connell, looking to get some stuns, some slows here. Some value on top of HONGKFC's units.
It's too bad though. This attack break is pretty effective on the Ragdoll. Goes for the skill 1, wants the dot, knows it's going to do some pretty good damage. Does deny a little bit extra from that bomb, but Gianna misses the bomb. Oh no, Gianna letting HONGKFC down here. You can see him shaking his head.
Yeah, definitely letting him down indeed. No bomb's going to be applied there. Ooh, additional turn coming out of this Chung Pong. Pretty nice. He does have that third skill to reduce the attack bar, get some resets out there.
Chung Pong with the big value. Double resisted those AoE silences from both the Pontos and the Triton here. A little unfortunate for Diligent. Diligent really needed that, but, you know, gotta say that's the trade-off for missing the Sierra Bomb.
Yeah, reapplying that attack break onto the Ragdoll, making sure that unit's not going to be applying so much damage to HONGKFC's side of the field.
Diligent needs a lot of damage out here. This it's going to get a decent amount of healing out of the Tetra. Could actually take the risk of skill 3ing to cleanse here to take the attack break off and go for the kill, but I don't think he wants to. I don't think he wants to take the risk there when he only can land this provoke into a cleanse from the Tetra.
It's That's right. He's trying to get a little bit more value on top of that Gianna before he throws up that holy ground here. Big skill, too, to take advantage of these defense breaks on his units, and he does go for it. No despair stuns coming out from this Moor.
It's going to be a little unfortunate, though. The cleanse from Diligent into the skill 2 from this Ragdoll could be a lot of damage. Could be enough chip damage here, though, from skill 1. Does have damage mitigation, but additional damage is really strong. Does take it out. Ragdoll goes down.
Ragdoll does go down here from the Gianna. Gianna has bomb and strips up here. Holy Ground has not popped out once because he's afraid of this Gianna being able to do something devastating to him. Hoping the defense break's going to be enough. Is this skill 2 going to be enough to take down the Gianna? And it is. Holy Ground's going to be safe here.
Things are still looking pretty good for HONGKFC, though. If he manages to take out this this water wheel, oh, gets the extra turn after the passive. Sword Rain's coming in.
Massive additional turn there. Moore looking a little low right now.
Stun, but good value. Does have skills back up on his Sprite here. Skill 2 silence can come up. Wants to save that, but uses it to take off the cleanse. Did it a little too early, though. Sweeping waves comes in. The silence on the Chungpong.
Silence on Chungpong and Tetra, of course, but we've got that third skill, possibly to strip and push back attack bars. Maybe pushing up that Moore, but Moore's got full attack bar anyways. Does get the full team strip. Moore's going to be cutting in here.
Pretty decent damage, though. 4.2k really needs to take down this Moore if he wants a chance to win this. It's not looking very good, though. Tetra does have a lot of healing coming out. There's the extra turn from the passive. Could take out the Triton.
Definitely could take out this Triton indeed. Goes for the attack break on top of the Connell. Connell trying to deal all the damage that he can to the Moore. Does drop the Moore here.
This Chungpong's got pretty good value. And the extra turn, Chungpong with the reset, the additional damage from Serious Matter will bring it just low enough. Carnal not going down to the Tetra, but the extra turn takes out the Carnal.
Double additional turns, drops that Carnal, heavily favoring HONGKFC here. I don't believe this Pontus is going to have it here. HONGKFC taking round 2 away from Diligent.
Still interesting that Diligent chose to ban the Annabelle out. I really think he would have got more value banning out the Tetra. Just not being able to have that slow debuff for more than one turn was just a little bit too much. He wasn't able to control around the Moore and around the Gianna, and they just got a lot of extra damage from the additional damage from their skill 1.
And here we go, getting into round 3 with Diligent and HONGKFC. Looking to see a change of pace from both these two players.
You can see it in his eyes. Diligent's brain is working. He's ready for this next match. He's thinking about all the options. HONGKFC, though.
From last
mature,
time.
cool, collected player. Just chilling. Just playing. Doing well.
Gianna Tian Lang getting pre-banned in this game 3.
HONGKFC with the first pick. Most likely Sierra, or do you think he's going to take away the Carnal from Diligent here?
I think he should take away the Carnal for sure, but he does like that speed lead, though.
Chunk had a decent opportunity. Oh, takes away the Moore. I do like the aggression here. Counter picks with one of the most aggressive options Diligent has. Both these players have an incredibly high damage Moore, so no matter what, that is a bit of a risk to leave up. Han is available for Diligent, though, alongside the Wound Saw.
Ooh, early Ragdoll. We could actually see some Onimushas coming out of HONGKFC here.
I actually don't mind the early Ragdoll in this situation. HONGKFC traditionally goes a little defensive on this setup, but has crit damage on his Moore. So seeing those extra crits could give a little bit more turns to Diligent. I want to see Diligent take something like a Diana if Hong takes this this Lulu here.
Well, let's see what this next pick is going to be from HONGKFC. It was going to be another water unit, and it is going to be the Ganymede.
I really want to see Chungpong Gani, I think, in this situation. Or sorry, Chungpong Diana. My apologies. Gani was just picked. I think Diana's really good here. But I also think that taking away the Chungpong from HONGKFC does a lot of value, right? He doesn't get a defense break out of it. He doesn't get the second stripper. He doesn't get that reset opportunity.
Yep, I agree. Definitely. Let's see what Diligent's going to be drafting. Again, he really likes the Savannah, and he really likes this Woundsaw.
His Savannah's pretty good, though. And Woundsaw's really good. Last pick, Han, most likely. Could also option for a Chiwu if he wants a little bit more CC, but going to be another one of those situations where we're most likely going to see the Han, just because if the Savannah gets banned out, there is enough damage to kill just about anything on the field.
Ooh, is Hong trying to predict a potential Chiwu coming out of Diligent?
Oh, I do like the Diana pick here from Hong. It's a little bit of extra safety. It's pretty good against the Savannah early turns, but man, these double units into the Ragdoll's a little bit risky. I really think Diligent can just slam down a Han again and just ban out that bird. Oh, something different.
Onimusha's Kinky is going to be coming out for Diligent. On the wrong side, I thought that was going to be on, and it's on the side of Diligent.
I do like that Kinky, though. I think that's a force ban. I don't know if HONGKFC actually has any way to kill that Kinky.
I think that's a force ban as well. It's something HONGKFC was not prepared for, and that's exactly what's going to be happening here. Kinky gets banned out, and Lulu gets banned out.
This is a really good draft for Diligent. It's a little bit risky because he has to fight into the Ganny after the strip. Overall, the Ragdoll will give him some pretty good value.
Yep, most definitely. But here we go, guys. Game number 3 between HONGKFC and Diligent. We've got HONGKFC take it first turn with the more, looking for a full team strip.
Well, doesn't go for it. This Savannah's going to get a free turn, though, I think.
Ooh, we do have that reset. Nope, choosing to go for some glancing and not applying it to that Ragdoll, of course. AoE Death Break coming up from Savannah and does receive it, except not on top of this Diana. Shield's going to be coming up, but we do have that skill 3 primed and ready with all these defense breaks on the side of HONGKFC. Does get no stuns, though.
Big crit here into the Vert. Could take it out, though. Here it comes. Vert, 21k damage. Dies on the first turn.
Massive damage from Diligent, taking out that Verti-Heal. Definitely favoring Diligent now that that unit has been removed from the field. Diana getting pushed up from that AoE. No stun's going to be landing on top of Savannah.
Oh, Diligent manages to take out another unit. Water Ryu goes down, and that's going to be the third match for Diligent. Diligent with an incredibly strong draft, forcing HONGKFC into a corner again there with the Wound Saw.
Definitely a great match with Diligent there. Really was a quick one there. HONGKFC not prepared for all the fire, all the heat that Diligent brought to the table.
Oh, I loved that Kinky pick, though. I didn't expect him to have it. Given I should expect Diligent to have more than what we've seen so far in the tournament. He is very strong on the rune depth opportunity there. That was incredible. It was a great draft, and he really locked him into that corner immediately.
Yep, it was definitely one of those great key moments where you're able to have a unit like that, and he held on to it. It's just not something that HONGKFC was preparing for. That Kinky came out, and it changed the whole plan that he had in that match.
You know, we've said it time and time again through APAC Cup so far, but we don't like these defensive Lulu drafts. They don't tend to work enough, especially against a player that's aggressive like Diligent. Diligent has so much damage output, whether it's the Savannah, the Han, the Water Ryu, all of it just is so effective against that Lulu. I think if HONGKFC wants to run a Lulu, he really needs to run a committed turn 2 comp where he's able to protect against that first turn.
Yep, couldn't agree more there. We've got new pre-bans coming out here. They're taking their time here. Diligent really wanted to take his time. This is a very important match. You could shut it down right here, securing his position.
Back to the same pre-bans. Lulu pre-ban for Diligent here. HONGKFC taking away Diligent's Han. Diligent with the first pick, most likely going to see the Cardinal. Doesn't really need to change it up too much. It's very effective for him. Very, very good against HONGKFC as well.
Yep, exactly. Whether he wants to play turn 1, turn 2. Carnal is great for Diligent here. HONGKFC looking at that Gianna, taking that Mori away from him once again.
Doesn't have the Han to go along with that Wound Saw. Can't take the Ragdoll. Ragdoll was good into this prior to. Ooh, locks it down. Wants to commit really hard early on to that AoE CC. Doesn't take the Chunk Pong right away, though.
HONGKFC definitely thinking about these 2 picks here. I'm expecting Diligent to draft some defense breakers. Looks like HONGKFC is going to be taking his own. He's got Annabelle and Ganymede coming out.
The Ganymede is really safe in this situation. Annabelle... The defense break slow debuff has good value, but I'm not sure if that's the best pick in slot 4. Actually, in slot 4, it's pretty safe. In slot 5, he could pick anything else. If Diligent doesn't go for super aggressive comp, then he can pick a Rika last.
Ooh, speed lead coming up for Diligent. He does have the Pontos. There's that Death Break coming in the form of Savannah this time.
I like this. It's the same thing, though. This is the exact same draft as last time. Hopefully this time Diligent bans out that Tetra, goes for the value in there, might be able to take it down. There it is. There's the Tetra ban. He learned from his mistakes last time. Might actually be able to get enough value in here. Has to be careful, though. Danny alongside this Annabelle could be pretty scary.
Yeah, Ganny alongside that Gianna is also scary as well, but here we go. Can Diligent lock out HONGKFC, securing his position here, or can HONGKFC win this match and go into a game 5? We're about to find out. Wonsa getting a full team strip here, and of course, Waterreev is going to be cutting in now. Possibly going with the big second skill, or maybe getting the attack break onto the Ragdoll again, but not getting that attack break this time.
For the big silence, needs it on the Annabelle, doesn't hit the Annabelle, sadly. Maybe don't push the attack bar here, just play it safe. You don't want to give the Gianna. Skill 2 into the Annabelle would be pretty safe here.
Choosing to go for a big skill 2 into the Ganymede, reducing that attack bar, dealing a ton of damage, by the way.
Not bad. That's a pretty effective Cardinal. We've seen it a couple times here. 7.3k and the extra turn. Diligent is going to chip away at this Ganymede.
Gianna looking to cycle a little bit of attack bar, pushing up some attack bar on the side of Diligent as well. There's that cleanse, healing up HONGKFC side of the field, looking a little bit more healthy with that big skill 3 comes out, stuns up the Ganny and the Gianna.
Oh, we were really looking for an extra turn here on Annabelle. Annabelle needed that slow debuff value. It's not going to be enough. Maybe don't take the risk of the skill 3 here. You don't need it yet. Just tap away at that Ganymede.
Yeah, I thought he was going to do it to hold off from the defense breaks coming from this Annabelle, but that's not what's going to be happening here. Looking for the attack break once again on Ragdoll, not receiving it. Big torrent damage, does not drop that Ganymede.
Yeah, I don't think he's too afraid of it, actually. He's just going to cleanse it off once it comes through.
Ooh, he was hoping for the additional turns, possibly getting a cleanse out there. Not going to be happening there. Looks like Diligent's going to be dropping that Ganymede. Starting to really favor Diligent's draft right now.
And Diligent with a really strong draft here. See, that extra turn of that slow debuff has so much value into HONGKFC. It really denies this Gianna any opportunities. He goes for the Holy Ground a little bit early. I'm surprised. Tries to deny it out on this Gianna.
Yeah, definitely went for it early. I think he wants to get the attack bar pushback with this Cardinals. The additional turn coming out here. There's the attack bar pushback on top of the Gianna. Gianna's definitely looking low. I think Gianna's going to get dropped here because he's going to go for the strip, pushing up the attack bars, allowing Diligent to remove this Gianna from the field.
Looks like Diligent could be leading in towards the finals here, taking it 3-1 against HONGKFC. Diligent using that Cardinal so effectively. The extra turn there is going to seal the deal.
The additional turn. HONGKFC smiling. He knows he's going to have to fight for that 3rd place finish.
It's not looking good for him. A lot of damage comes out. The extra turn takes down the Moore, and it's going to be an Annabelle 1v4. Can she do it?
Not at all. Diligent takes down HONGKFC, locking in his spot in Worlds this year.
And there you have it. It's Diligent. Potential fulfilled. The next step in his quest towards redemption achieved. He is the 2nd representative heading to the World Championship, representing the APAC region. Not over yet for HONGKFC. He still has the opportunity in the 3rd place match against Jack. But Diligent, deserving of this spot, has earned it the hard way, has one more to go to become the APAC Cup champion.